Instagram's racist as fuck.
How? Thank God that clapped. I was worried. Like, I'm going to have to practice my clap in the shower or something.
That's what the kids say now. Practicing my clapping.
That's what they're calling it these days, huh? I fucked that up too.
No, I'm just glad. I'm just glad that you clapped this time.
Yeah, I know.
That last one was
yeah. It was like a weird hand thud.
It was sad.
Yeah, it wasn't a clap. No.
It was sad. Although last episode was an entire shit show. The first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was. That's what happens when you take breaks, man.
Yeah,
that's why they don't allow them in the workplace.
Exactly. I make sure my phone's off.
Like if we give you a break, you're gonna forget how to do your fucking job. Then you're gonna come back off break. You can be all fucked up.
Unfortunately,
unproductive.
Yeah.
You know? Clapping all weird and sideways.
I've never been a fan of vacations.
Right.
That's a lie. I love vacations.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, so cool story. I don't know if it's the algorithm.
I was gonna say, if it's a story about Instagram, go for it because that's interesting. I want to know.
Dude.
I want to know now.
So I get stuck on Instagram Reels. Like I will reel fucking for hours, and it's really sad. And I shouldn't. I should be doing other things.
My wife does that.
But
she's like, I've been on Instagram for an hour and a half. I gotta delete it off my phone. I'm like, no, you just have to use it less. You don't have to delete it.
Use it less. Yes, exactly. So the thing that I've come across is the longer you're on it, the deeper you like, especially if you're in Reels and not just scrolling through your feed.
Yeah.
The deeper you get in, the more racist it gets. And I mean, like, wholeheartedly, like, what the fuck?
That's super weird to me.
It really is.
I've always
like, there was one, and I'm gonna say this because, like, I'm not gonna say the word. I'll never say that. I'll never say that word out in public. Like, it's just not a word that's necessary to be screamed out loud.
Yeah.
But this fucking reel was like, you and your friends wear backwards caps and think you're cool. Me and my friends wear white capes and hoods. I was like, the fuck? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. It's shit like that. And it progressively gets worse.
Really?
Yes.
So,
dude, I don't even know how to prove this, but like I see it all the time and I want to screen record.
You're right.
And show people.
Right.
But it does, dude. I can wholeheartedly say that it's not the content that I'm watching.
Right.
Like it just shows up because I'm watching big booty Latinas and fucking dumb shit. Like fucking operators, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Operators and comedy and I know what you watch because you send me a lot of it.
I do send you a lot of it because I scroll and like send
another yeah.
But seriously, like, dude, it got bad. And it does it all the fucking time.
It's crazy too that, but like in my mind, and I'm just gonna put this out there because it makes the most fucking sense to me. When you said Instagram is racist, I'm like, against white people.
No.
Because
you would think.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought. I'm like,
but no, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around.
When did the Klan get involved in the gram?
It's the same thing.
Do it for the Klan now.
I don't know. I don't know if they're jokes or right. But I can't take it as a joke when I'm like, God damn.
No, that's extra, bro.
I love stereotypes. I think stereotypes are the funniest fucking shit in the world.
Chappelle is like the king of comedic stereotypes.
And that goes for white, gray, yellow, blue, black, green, fucking don't care what color you are. Stereotypes are fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But this shit, like some of that shit, I'm like, I wouldn't even say that.
Right.
You know?
Right. And you're an offensive fucker. So
I tend to be.
If it's on Instagram and it's too spicy for you, that's a little... that's fucking scary. It is. And see, I don't lately, dude, I don't really get on Instagram that much.
No?
And when I do, I tend to not really look at the reels as much. I don't know why. 9 times out of 10, I'm on YouTube and I'm researching something. And
I
I'm
feel like
and
you only get on there just to look at the shit that I send you.
a lot of times I do because I'm like, notification. And I'm like, oh shit, I got to go on Instagram.
Oh, fuck is Rob sending me?
So-
Because it's back to back, dude.
Yeah. No, it's all good though. But
Okay.
I'll get on there, check out the stuff you send me. I'll look at some stuff. But I'm usually on YouTube, man. YouTube is kind of my thing. And I get the whole Reels experience through YouTube Shorts.
Sure.
You know, it's
Sure.
just different. It's different type of content.
Yeah.
And it's mostly because I'm researching how to do something or what tool to use for a specific job or some
Yep.
shit. That's like
Yeah.
90% of the time. Just grown to absolutely love
Smoky as fuck.
the tube.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And that's like I've tried to watch YouTube shorts, all that stuff.
Yeah.
The flow is not
Mm-mm.
as seamless.
No, it's not. And you know why? What people tend to do is they'll do hour-long shows like a podcast.
Yeah, of course.
Or they'll do
And they'll clip it.
yes.
Mhm.
In Instagram, they're making reels for reels.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like purposefully made 1 minute long content. It does flow better. Like it tends to work out a little bit better
Mhm.
and seem more seamless
Yeah.
in the flow of things. YouTube people are like, let's chop up this hour-long podcast and grab 1 minute of
Make
it.
8 shorts.
Yes.
Yeah. Make eight little shorts and hopefully that drives content.
Yeah.
I get it.
exactly.
Um,
And they were pushed. Like, you know, YouTube sends out letters to the creators and whatnot. And, you know, you should be using shorts. The algorithm is really good and it'll boost your channel. And now it went from shorts to live streaming is like the big deal. Yeah.
It is. One of these days will be that big.
Right?
I don't see the. How do you?
We-
I don't think we have schedules that will allow us to live stream.
No, I don't either.
Like I don't even know if that's in our.
No.
Maybe one day.
Somebody
I
could
guess.
donate a fuck ton of money to us.
Yeah, like $1 million a piece.
Yeah.
Like I-
per year
Yeah. I could
for
totally.
3 to 5 years or so.
I could-
Something easy, simple like that.
I could totally
Yeah. fuck
live
yeah,
stream for that.
Definitely.
I mean, that's within the budget,
5 days a week. Take 2 days off, like
Yeah.
like a fucking work.
like a work week.
Yeah. Shit, yeah. Easy.
But that's going to cost $1 million each.
Okay.
No
per
less.
year.
Yeah, per year.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, I got bills, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't tell my wife that I'm going to be making $1 million.
Then you'd be making $500,000.
Man, fuck you
Quarter.
talking about?
Rob's like, man, I don't know how I got 150 grand a year out of this deal, but this is some bullshit.
What are you talking about, dude? I'll still be making my salary that I'm making now.
Exactly.
She'd be like, it's mine.
Yep.
It's all mine.
It's all mine.
You get none.
I'll see you when you get home from work.
Slaps my ass and get out there and podcast.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fucking Instagram, though. That shit's crazy, dude.
So yeah, I'm weirded out by it. Like, I don't understand why. I mean, anybody that wants to comment and fucking give me some sort of ideas of why that happens. I'd love to know. But
It's just something you noticed as you just go through like
I
real,
did.
real.
I did,
just-
and it got out of hand, dude. I was
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I'm all about an offensive joke, but
You take-
shit, man.
Oh, you got the.
I brought some Michters, but that's not what I poured.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, definitely brought some Michters, man.
I don't think I've had that one.
You've had that one.
Are you sure?
100%. That was one of
We've
the
had
first
it-
bourbons.
We've had it together?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the first bourbons we ever had together.
I want to drink it again.
Mhm.
I really like their rye.
Do you really?
I do.
See, I'm not. I've
a
never
little-
been able to get
get into the
into
rye?
ryes. Yeah.
No,
No. I like
a little spicy.
a good Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah,
Sometimes a Texas bourbon.
for sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
that Garrison Brothers is pretty damn good. Just wish it weren't 100 proof.
yeah. Some of them, dude. I love the Four Roses small batch.
Oh,
that
it's so
outfit.
delicious.
Oh, it's amazing,
Yeah.
but it's hot. You
Yep.
know, it's 100 proof.
Spicy.
Can't drink a lot of it.
Yeah.
Creep up on you.
Yeah, I've been seeing some of the ones. Who was it?
That's tasty.
I'll tell you
That is
like
good.
this. One of the best cheap ass bourbons that I've ever had is Evan Williams, but you have to get the 100 proof bottled in bond.
Okay.
It is so fucking good.
How much is Buffalo Trace?
About $35, depending on where you go.
That's a really good bourbon. For
It
the
is.
price.
It is.
That's like a staple.
It is.
Just keep one all
Absolutely.
the time. Yeah.
Absolutely. Always have one on your shelf. Yeah. But like Evan Williams is always looked at as that lower, like you're well.
Mhm.
But I'll tell you what, dude, that's a solid bourbon. It
Yeah.
really is. The bottled and bond is way better than the black label,
Right. Okay.
but solid. It is so good.
Right.
And I mean, for the price, dude,
How much is it?
fucking $20 a bottle.
Oh, yeah.
It's dirt cheap.
Fuck yeah.
And that's a big bottle, by the way.
That's a crazy thing. You know, me and you, we've drank a bunch of these, man. And I feel like you run into some where the $30 bottle outweighs the $60 bottle all day.
We've had $100 and $140 bottles in here.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I can tell you right now that Buffalo Trace is better.
Right. What was the one you brought it was pretty pricey and it was just recently? Oh, it was the Eagle Rare.
The Eagle Rare, that wasn't pricey, not compared to.
I mean, no, not $100 and something, but this is a little,
First bottle I ever brought onto this podcast was a $150 bottle.
Yeah. What was it?
Knob Creek,
Oh, the
15 year.
The 15 year.
Yeah.
That was some good shit, dude.
That was good.
That is real good.
Not as good as the Buffalo Trace.
You don't think?
No, I don't think.
Now the Eagle Rare, what's that run?
80, $90,
Yeah.
something like that.
So I mean, it's up there.
Yeah.
It's more than what
Oh, it's in that price range.
yeah, like 30 to 60.
Yeah.
Maybe 40 to 60 is kind of that like middle of the ground where you're almost guaranteed to get a good whiskey.
Yep.
Between 40 and 60.
Yeah.
30, you're not guaranteed.
No,
At
you're
30,
not.
you get Buffalo Trace and you're like, yeah, it's $30 well spent.
Yeah.
You can spend 40, 50 on some shit that's worse than Buffalo Trace by miles.
Spend $40, $50 on a bottle of, I guess, fucking Maker's Mark, because I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not either.
I don't think it's very good at all.
No, Makers.
No.
Speaking of Knob Creek, I want to say I should have picked up. There was a barrel proof.
Knob Creek is
and I
a
didn't
really
get it.
decent bourbon.
Yeah.
It really is. The 15 year, probably one of the smoothest ones we've ever drank outside of these lower lower proof bottles, but worth every penny.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely worth every penny.
Yep.
If I could ever find another fucking bottle, I'd probably get it.
Right. That's the thing. It's hard to find. Yeah, it's hard to find some of those, like the Redbreast.
Yeah.
I found the 12 all day, and then the 15 just fucking goes.
A little hole in the wall liquor store.
Yeah.
I keep going. I go in there all the time.
Yep.
That is one of the places that you can go to find the really odd shit. The shit that you don't see in your fucking ABC liquor stores or your Walmart liquor stores or your Publix liquor stores. You'll never find that shit in there.
Right. See, that's where I'm at with some scotches.
Are you?
Yeah.
She's got a decent
does she?
line.
I'll have to go check, man.
She's got a decent line of scotches. She's definitely got some Macallan back there.
Really?
Yeah.
Some of the Ardbegs, like me, the Macallan is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great to me.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't love it. It's not as because I want to say Macallan. I'm gonna get spanked for this. It's a Highland Scotch.
Okay.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
I like the
It's not an
eyeless.
aisle. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It's
I
not an
am
aisle scotch.
all about the peaty Band-Aid burnt war
Yeah.
zone
Yeah.
flavor. I love that.
You like dried scabs,
Yes.
iodine, and Band-Aids.
Yes.
That's what you like in your scotch.
That is a perfect flavor profile.
And not just not Band-Aids, not the fabric Band-Aids, the plastic ones.
Yeah.
Because
Bloody.
it's gross.
Bloody
Gross.
plastic Band-Aid.
Scotch
Flavor.
is disgusting.
And that's the thing though. So look, for me,
I'm over here insulting you and you're like, but that's the thing.
I get it, dude. I get it. Like my buddy who does my lawn came over here and his cousin, and I've known them for shit, man. Probably 25, 26 years. And my wife's like, you guys want a little drink?
I want to interject real quick before you
go
finish
ahead.
the story. I think, and I'm gonna really piss some people off, and even myself. I think so a real man drinks scotch, right? In the sense that bourbon drinkers drink bourbon, but tend to not drink scotch.
Okay.
Scotch drinkers drink scotch and can also drink bourbon with no problem.
For sure.
I've seen it.
Yes.
I mean, you guys do it all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
And our buddy Greg, he does it like he'll switch back and forth.
Well,
I can't fucking drink scotch.
that was the thing.
I've never
For
been into
me,
it.
the progression started at American whiskey and then went to scotch. And I was like, wow, I kind of dig this. And then I started
Now, hold on.
drinking
American whiskey's completely different from.
No, I mean American whiskey, as in like Kentucky bourbon, Tennessee whiskey, that
I
type
gotcha.
of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Just general whiskeys.
yes,
Yeah.
not Scottish whiskey or Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
I didn't
Or
get
bourbon in general. Yeah.
yeah, not just bourbon.
Yeah.
but across the board, American whiskeys.
Yeah.
right.
Listen, I used to be a Jack Daniels guy, fucking through and through.
Yeah,
But ew,
I used to be a fucking Crown Royal fan.
that's gross.
It is gross.
And you're a traitor to your country. That's Canadian whiskey.
I
and it's
probably
blended.
shouldn't even admitted that.
It's blended, dude.
Yeah,
it's gross.
Uh,
That stuff makes me pee on things.
okay, so here you go. Hold on.
Sorry, finish your story.
yeah, no. Fuck, what was I saying? Okay, for one,
your wife invited your friend.
oh yeah, it was the Scotch thing, right?
Yeah.
So they, my wife was like, "You guys want to take a shot?" And this is the thing. She's "You guys want a shot of whiskey? You want a shot of whiskey?"
And she pours a whole glass.
And then she pours them a glass, and she expects people to drink like whiskey drinkers drink. And I'm like, your average beer drinker is gonna shoot that.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You guys want what do we got? You guys want scotch?" Or I was like, "Don't give him scotch." And she's like, "Why?" And I'm like,
Because that's my fucking scotch.
"No." And it wasn't even that. It was because I know you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't drink whiskey, you're gonna drink scotch and go, "What the fuck?"
Why are you feeding me poison?
Yes.
Agreed.
I'm like, no. Don't give him scotch. And it ain't because I don't want him to have it, because we have more scotch than we do bourbon, because we both drink bourbon. Only I drink scotch. And I tend to drink what my wife drinks. So when she's like, "You want to have a drink with me? What do you want?" I'm like, "Pour me whatever you're having." Right?
Yeah, of course.
It's when it's low.
Yep.
And she's like, "Oh, we only got a little bit." I'm like, "Give me some scotch. I'm good."
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I was like, no, give them the scotch, because they're going to be like, "What the fuck is this?" And then they're going to shoot it. And that's some $120 bottle shit. And that, you know what I mean? No, dude. But so getting back to what I was saying about like my flavor profile with the Macallan, you get a good Macallan, Greg's Macallan. That's
Yeah.
some top shelf shit,
Yeah.
you know,
But that tends to be all that Greg purchases is,
top shelf shit.
yeah,
That's fine.
the gold bottle of Blanton's,
That was fucking good. I
my
like
birthday
that.
Blanton's,
Yes.
his, I guess, 2 other bottles of Blanton's.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I'm wholeheartedly like, I want a bottle of the green.
Now, for me though, that Macallan, I drank it, and it's harsh to me. It's not very like balanced, smooth flavors that all blend well together. Whereas,
Not enough Band-Aid for you.
yeah, I guess.
I'm
And
joking.
you know what's funny? Like Ardbeg, $50-something bottle of Ardbeg,
Mhm.
and I've got a bottle of Lagavulin the Lagavulin 12, I want to say, $120 bottle.
Yeah.
I still I think the Ardbeg holds up well with the fucking Lagavulin, dude.
I get you. Yeah,
No, it's the Lagavulin 16. Sorry. 16 year versus a 10 year. And the Ardbeg is just there for me. Like, it's a good, to me, Ardbeg has that bang for your buck
Oh yeah.
with like,
You're getting what you pay for.
yeah,
You're getting what
definitely,
you buy. Yeah,
definitely.
of course.
So, and I just, I drink the Macallan and I'm like, okay, I get it, but I prefer the Isla scotches, the peatiness and the smokiness compared to the Macallan, even though the Macallan is 3 times the cost of, and I'm Ardbeg, Lagavulin, Laphroaig, all those. I like those. I drink other ones. I've had Highlands, and I think Highlands is it. There's another Speyside. That's it. I have not had anything from Speyside. So I don't know like what that flavor profile is. It's kind of like,
Pronounce that again.
Speyside. SPEY side. Speyside. Like spay and neuter your.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
You
got
Isla
Isla
juice in it.
Yeah, maybe. You've got Isla, Speyside, and Highlands. They all have different kind of things.
A little squirt of neuter juice every time.
Say that again. Pronounce that one more time.
Neuter juice.
The region of.
I was trying to grasp what you were saying because I thought you said space-eyed, and I was like, are they brewing that shit out in space now?
No.
Like, what the fuck are they doing?
Kind of like Bayside.
However, I would like that experiment to happen rather expediently.
What's that?
Is for them to develop a bourbon or.
Well, you can't make bourbon and you can't make Scotch and
Why?
you can't make Irish.
Why?
Because the law. They have to be made in their rightful region.
But
so if it was made on the moon, it's not Scotch. It's moon whiskey.
Much.
Mervin.
Moving. I get it.
Oh man, what the fuck?
I get it. Like I still think like you're not if you're not making bourbon in Kentucky and they still call it bourbon, why can't you make bourbon on the space station and
because
be
Kentucky
like the
bourbon,
American made it?
I guess. So wait. Bourbon just has to be made in the US.
In the US, yes.
But Kentucky is who
the birthplace of
who originated. Yeah. So Kentucky is not the law. Mm-hmm. The US is the law, right? That's the law. Mm-hmm. Kentucky just grants street credibility. So when it says
wholeheartedly, when it says Kentucky straight bourbon, like you're like, yeah, that's the shit.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
Right.
But when you pick up a bottle and it says Texas bourbon, you're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it and see how different it is because I know it's going to be different than
the water. I think there was something different with that Garrison.
Very different.
The Garrison brothers are something very different about it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's because you can't change the mash bill. You can't change the recipe because that's where it's aging. Like that's where it's bonded with the US is this is what you can call bourbon.
Right.
Bourbon.
Brand new charred white oak barrels.
Yeah, but if you're using a different water, there's no law in that. Like if you're using a different water, and I mean water tastes different in different regions. So like you're gonna get a different flavor profile out of that. And I think that's where
how charred the barrel is, because some of them
I guess if you lightly if you lightly char it or toast it so much, it's still got to be charred.
Yes.
But there are guys that light char their barrels.
Yep. And then there's ones that fry the piss out of them till they're like almost falling apart.
Oh yeah. I was going to send you a reel yesterday from Racist Instagram. And it was straight up they were charring barrels. And I mean in the night, dude, that shit looks like a violent fire.
I know. Okay? I've seen them.
And all you hear is this girl in the background go, what the fuck is this place? And the dude just pops up and goes, this is heaven. I was like, yeah, it fucking is. But yeah, Watching them char barrels like that it is, especially in a dark environment. Like, bro, it is violent. It is a violent fire.
Now, the Garrison, was it a whiskey or a bourbon? Because I don't remember.
Bourbon.
It is a bourbon.
Texas bourbon.
Okay.
It's very, very much so prominent
it did
on the bottle.
adhere
Texas
to those
bourbon, yes.
rules.
It adhered to the bourbon rules.
Yeah.
Which made it all that much better.
Yeah.
Like,
it was
really.
fucking good.
Yeah.
It had a good taste.
I still have a half a bottle of it.
It's very...
I almost brought it today too.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
It's 100 proof.
woody or like fresh woody.
Yeah.
That's what gets me into thinking that it could their barrels could be lightly charred because it's got that fresh like wood.
You know what it felt like? Like the first time we tasted it, the only thing that I could equate it to was green.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Like that sounds weird, but
no,
it's very fresh, very green.
Yes.
Very
like how you would describe wet wood, like green wood, like wood you would use on a smoker. You're going to have very dry or very green.
Yeah.
Green being not dried
relatively
out.
new chopped.
Yeah. It's just got that smell, flavor, whatever.
Lasts a lot longer too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that could be it. That's where my brain goes with it, man. But
I've been looking for other, because I was, like I said, I was very fascinated by a Texas bourbon.
Yeah.
So I've been looking for other states. St. Augustine makes one here in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm rather frightened to try it.
Really?
Here's the thing, dude. I think people try shit like without the expressed intent to make a good product.
Oh, you mean try to make shit?
Yes.
I thought you meant like from your perspective, like people try shit.
No.
No,
People try to make shit.
Yes.
Like
100%.
Like you'll have distilleries, even breweries.
Too.
Like they'll make a product just for the simple fact of making a product, and it's like, did you really put any effort into this?
Bro, 90%.
That's what frightens me about Florida bourbon.
90% of the world, I look around me and I'm like, you realize all this shit isn't made to work. It's not made to help you. It's made to be sold.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just made to be sold.
I want to try my hand at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my ultimate goals here is to, like, I want to try my hand at making a bourbon.
Yeah.
But I got to go buy a barrel.
Yeah. You got to go through the process.
Yeah. I mean, I could.
That's a hell of a process, man.
No, I can't because it's already been used. I have my Jack Daniels barrel at the house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's fully charred, but it's used.
Yeah.
You can't use it.
You can do a whiskey. You can't do a bourbon.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So I got to buy a new barrel and char it.
Yep.
And then put my whiskey.
I got a hell of fucking weed burning flamethrower in that bitch, dude. Oh, you can fucking char the shit out of that thing.
You got a flamethrower?
Yes.
I might need you to come over to the house this afternoon.
It's a bad motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
It's serious.
I'm going to need you to come over this afternoon.
Why?
Because look, so it's either...
Because I got this problem with my neighbor. This motherfucker.
I don't know. No. I have a new neighbor, by the way.
Do you really?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, no, Eric and I are good. Eric's a good guy.
No, Eric's cool as fuck.
The neighbor that moved in next door to him, that's the one I'm sketched out about. Plus, I had dogs in my yard at 4:00 this morning, setting all my cameras off. Yeah, I was fucking pissed.
That tends to happen here every now and again. Neighbor's dog jumps the fence, starts roaming around the yard, and my cameras catch it. And I'm like, what the fuck?
So my wife's birthday was last month. And instead of going out and...
Your wife's birthday was last month?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Dude.
My daughter's overshadows it. Like we rock and roll through it.
But I mean, like a text message, would work because then my wife could text your wife at least. Because she's going to be like, what the fuck?
I think your wife did.
Really?
Yeah, I think your wife did.
I'm going to ask her.
I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think your wife did. Anyways, so rather like, I always throw money at my wife's birthday, just like, here's a birthday gift. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I've never really been like...
As adults, that's kind of what we
Yeah, but I've never been what's the word? Creative, or it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we'll go to fucking Busch Gardens or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
we'll do stuff. We'll just throw money at it.
Yeah.
Right. Hope that she has a good time.
Mhm.
Well, this year I was like, fuck that shit. My wife just gave this happened earlier on this year, probably back in January, February, something like that. My wife had, just recently given birth to
Mhm.
my beautiful little daughter, and I was presented with an opportunity, and I was like, I'm gonna be fucking creative.
Mhm.
And someone that we know was doing some work on a trailer. They were replacing floors,
Okay.
right? Not a trailer home, like a semi trailer.
Yeah.
They were replacing wood floors
like a
in the
semi.
trailer.
Yeah.
And he had planks of it left over,
Nice.
brand new,
Okay.
brand spanking new, beautiful looking wood.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You want these?" And that's when it hit me. I was like, "I guess I want that."
Hell yeah.
So I'm in the middle. I thought about it. I was like, "What am I going to do with this?" I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my wife a charcuterie board, because my wife loves to make charcuterie boards.
Nice.
Right? She charcutes.
I'm with it.
So
I have recently discovered the joy of cooking.
have you? So this is not cooking. This is putting meats and cheeses and
fucking
stuff
cooking,
on
bro.
a board.
If you can eat it.
Yes, but she's incredibly creative with it, right?
Yeah.
And she's really good at it. I was like, I'm going to make her a charcuterie board.
Mhm.
I'm still fucking working on it. Like, fast forward. I bought a brand.
Okay.
So that I could
Brand
burn our
Yep.
our last name in it.
Yep.
Not our last name, but our last initial.
Yes.
I don't have a fucking torch
Really?
to burn it. Yeah.
Oh.
I thought about building a fire, but I was like, Jesus Christ, now I got to build a fire. It's
No.
9,000 fucking degrees here in Florida for some
Yeah.
reason. I was like, I don't want to fucking build a fire.
You got a propane tank?
I got big propane tanks.
Like
Yeah, I got big ones.
as in like
Full size. I
full
also
size
have
as-
tiny ones too.
Okay. Hold on. I'm talking like a 20-pound.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
your backyard
Mhm.
propane tank.
I got a 300-gallon one too.
I don't know if this has a connector that's gonna, or a long enough hose.
That's
Okay. Just need like
No,
a
I have
little 20-gallon
I have
tank.
plans for that one. But yeah, I just need something to start a fire with and not have to
You got a 20-gallon tank? I'll
Yeah.
give you the fucking
Yeah.
weed burner.
fucking A.
Yeah, dude. It's badass.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that thing will get that sucker red hot.
That's what I want.
Oh,
I want it red ass hot because I stained
Oh,
it.
it will.
Like, I stained it like it's a little darker than this.
Mhm.
I stained it, and
So I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
No.
I feel bad. I do that all the time.
it's okay. So
I have something to add to your shit. That's why.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So in making this, now mind you, this is a plank of floor for a semi.
Yeah.
So it's got locking pieces. I had to trim all that off. I had to sand it down. I stained it up real nice. Now I got to brand it,
Mhm.
and then I got to put epoxy, more or less. Like, you know what I'm talking about? The thick
Why don't you leave it
barcode.
natural?
I thought about it.
So yeah, okay. This is where I'm going to cut you off and interject
Okay.
because I have something that aligns with this
Okay.
immaculately. So doing all them ribs, doing all this fucking barbecue, I'm like, God damn, I need a cutting board big enough, right? So before I gave a damn about cooking, I bought my wife cutting boards for the house as we were remodeling a
Yeah.
little bit and,
I
trying
got
to
all that
fix
butcher's
the-
block that you put in your kitchen.
Yeah. Put butcher block countertops. Got new knives after your wife was like, "What the fuck is wrong with your knives? God damn, Jimmy." And I'm like, "Damn, we need
How dare
new
my wife
knives."
insult you about your knives?
So we got new knives. They're sharp as hell.
Yeah.
My wife cuts her finger all the time.
Damn it.
So, anyways, me being the guy buying the stuff, I'm like, how big of a fucking cutting board do you really need, right? Like, what do you cut some onions and a fucking tomato? So I get these little cutting
So you
boards.
slap a fucking whole rack of ribs on one.
Yes.
This ain't big enough. Wow.
Yeah.
My ribs is hanging off the edges.
It's like an 8x8, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck? I need 2 of them together and it still ain't big enough.
Mhm.
And then when you put something like ribs on there that are just dripping wet with juices, 2 slid together, you might as well just throw it on the fucking table because it's leaking everywhere in between the cracks.
You need something like
So
this.
I'm like, dude, I gotta find a fucking decent cutting board. Like, this ain't gonna work, right?
Yeah.
So I start looking around. Those motherfuckers are hot expensive.
Mhm.
I'm like, dude, wait a minute. I know what I paid for a whole ass countertop that I could, like, we built that countertop. That was a whole slab of butcher block. It was a 10-foot just solid slab, right?
A butcher block, yeah.
Yeah, we cut it. We cut the sink. We cut everything. We stained it.
Most nerve-wracking thing about putting countertops in,
Oh, dude.
cutting the sink.
Yes. Oh, hella. Oh, dude.
Hmm.
No, I was
Jesus
scared.
Christ.
I was so scared.
Yeah.
And I used a template. And them assholes need to go back to the drawing board because I fucking used
Big
this damn
time.
template and my sink damn near fell through the fucking hole. I'm like, God, bro, could you been any more? So the template,
Millimeters.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
The template came with the sink too.
Mhm.
It's like, here's the sink.
Yeah.
This is the size of it. If you want this much, like room, use this dotted line. I'm like, all right, perfect. Boom. So I
Yeah.
cut it out and I stick it on there. Bro, I've got like millimeters of room. And I'm like, you motherfuckers,
Yep.
dude. I'd have been better off flipping the sink over, drawing a goddamn, like tracing the fucking thing, right? Like, bro, I'm a researching, engineering, reverse engineering motherfucker. I could have done that better my damn self. These assholes. So anyways, so I started looking for cutting boards. And I'm like, yo, I don't want to pay $300 for a
cutting board.
24-inch cutting board, right? So I'm looking around and I'm like, nah, I want the cheapest shit I can get. Yeah. So I get this, I stuck Amazon, obviously. That's like the cheapest place where I can get a fucking cutting board. It's like $60 for a 24-inch cutting board.
Mhm.
Okay. And I really wanted butcher block, but no, you're not getting that for
No.
that cost.
Man, and
Right.
going back to this,
Mhm.
this piece of wood,
Mhm.
I honestly wish, because he had a stack of it,
Yeah.
I wish I'd taken all of it.
Right.
Because I had
No lie.
there were some pieces in there that were 36 inches long.
Serious, dude.
And
And you could have chopped them down and fucking made cutting boards
Yes.
and done.
Yes,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
I promise you this, the next time I catch someone doing that shit,
Yep.
I'm keeping all the scraps.
Yep.
Because that is some solid wood.
So when we did our butcher block, we ended up with a little leftover. I took the leftover and I made a windowsill right above the sink, right? So it matches and
Yeah.
it looks dope. Fast forward 2-3 years, I'm here looking for this fucking cutting board online, and I finally find the cheapest fucking 24-inch by, I don't know, 18-inch piece of wood I could find for a fucking cutting board.
Yeah.
And I get it on Amazon at $60. It comes in the mail. I ship a lot of my big packages and stuff like that to my parents' house because
Yeah.
where they're located versus where I'm located, plus my fence,
Yep.
they tend to leave my shit right by the road. It's not a good look. Amazon Prime, right by the fucking road.
You've seen my
Right.
house.
Yeah.
It looks sketchy when you pull into the driveway.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody, dude. high school-
Amazon will straight up not drive into my goddamn driveway.
What?
They will not even drive into my driveway. They will leave that shit out by the mailbox.
Yeah. That's why, dude, I live by the high school too. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck them kids.
Fucking kids.
ain't happening.
No, yeah.
So I go to my
straight up
dad's
take your
house.
shit.
I go to my dad's house and I go to pick up this cutting board and I'm like, yeah, I bought this big ass thing as a cutting board. And he was like, oh, that reminds me. You want that piece of butcher block?
Son of a bitch.
And I was like, wait a minute, what piece? And he was like, hold on. So he goes in the back because we did all the work over there. The whole ass sink cut out.
Perfect size.
Yo.
Listen, dude.
And he brings
ready?
it to me and he's like, yeah,
Amazon
you got
return.
this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. So check this out.
Send that shit back.
So I get home. Now, mind you, this thing's kind of cut out a little wonky and it's also like rounded edge it. Like,
Easy to trim.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
I've already done the work. I've got it sitting in there.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I did because I wanted to see like, can I do this easily? Because I'll send that motherfucker right back to Amazon, bro. I opened up the package, right? This motherfucker came with instructions. And whoever wrote the instructions don't speak English. And then they told me in the instructions, don't cut meat for long time on board. What the fuck kind of shit, bro? The fucking instructions, legit, it's like,
don't cut meat for a long time.
Yes, that's exactly. And I hate to be that
That's
guy,
how you heard it.
but I swear to God, that's how I heard it, and that's how I said it to my wife.
Don't
and I'm
cut
like,
meat for a long time.
Who the fuck sells a 24-inch piece of wood for $60 and then tells you not to fucking? It's legit. It's cutting board.
Yeah,
and then it's like, don't cut meat long time on wood.
yeah.
As soon as I pulled it out, I could tell it was epoxy with something, and I'm like, usually cutting boards are natural. Like a charcuterie board, maybe I could see it being like not natural.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're not like cutting raw meats on it or whatever. I don't know. But
you're serving meat on it, so it's got to have some sort of surface to be sanitary.
Right.
So it can't be porous. That's why I'm
Right.
putting the epoxy over it.
Right.
So
you don't want it to be porous.
Of course.
Mm.
I also don't want the meat
I couldn't believe
sweating into the wood.
because I'm like, what the fuck did they finish this with? What did they fucking finish this with that would make them feel the need to write in the instructions? Because look, even if I did that shit, I'd be like, they're gonna be
They
fine.
shrink wrapped it 37,000 times and then heated it
Right.
through a pizza oven.
Dude, it feels like, and it just looks, I'm telling you, you're probably right. Like, I don't even, the shit that went through my head, and I'm like, who sells you a fucking cutting board and says, don't cut meat on it? That shit just made me mad, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm about to take the time, even though I barely got time. Ain't got time for shit.
We ain't got time for shit.
About to go on Amazon, write a motherfucking review. Motherfuckers getting 1 star. I'm about to tell the whole world,
Stop sending me shit from China.
don't fucking buy this shit. You'd be better off going to Home Depot, getting a fucking slab of plywood and cutting
Agreed.
your damn meat on that.
Agreed. You know what? We're gonna have some Knickers.
Fucking A, dude.
No, I get you, dude.
I was mad. So that shit's in the box. This just happened last week. So that motherfucker's in the box. Come Monday, I'm printing the label. The bitch is going back to Amazon.
Yeah, why
And I
wouldn't
got my fucking butcher block, the leftover from my, I cut it square, took my sander, rounded up the edges a little bit, oiled the piss out of it with fucking, finished the top.
Oh, with your
sanded
butcher
it.
block oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that brings out. I like the way it brings out the grain.
Mm-hmm.
I should have called you for that.
I should get that at Home Depot, man. It's like a.
Did you really?
Yeah, it's a shit. Where?
You know, I read somewhere you could do that with bacon grease.
Oh, dude, you can. You can. So, all right. So
It
what?
seems unsanitary, like when you're using that for countertops. Like I'd probably use something.
No. Like, all right. So here's something that I didn't know either. When we were finishing the butcher block
Mhm.
and really getting into it, we were trying to find something that's food safe,
Yeah,
but we wanted a natural look, right?
of course.
So
I mean, essentially, your entire countertop is a cutting board.
yes,
Yeah.
Even though we will not be cutting on my fucking countertop,
You don't have kids, so it's not.
but
a
it
big
is. It is a cutting board, and
deal. Kids will run around somehow, get a hold of a knife, and just or your
Butcher
mad
block.
wife.
Yeah, right.
You know who I'm talking about.
So I started getting into like how to finish a butcher block and what do you do for this, food safety and all this stuff. Because even though we're not going to cut on it, I still wanted it food safe.
Sure.
It's right by the stove. It's right
Hey,
like
putting food on it. I mean, come on.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I come across these people who are doing this stuff and they write this whole blog. They have a website. They do this shit. And what they did was they put out this article that tells you how to tan the butcher block without staining the butcher block. It's not a dye. So the color of this table here, even though on camera it looks a little more orange than it does in real life. It's a little less orange.
Yeah.
This,
It's a relatively light color.
Yeah. Now the butcher block came completely unfinished and it
Mhm.
was way lighter than this, right? It's just
like white wood.
yeah, like
Yeah.
white birch.
Yep.
So what these people do is they take vinegar and a certain type of steel wool
Yes, I've heard of this.
and mix it together.
Yes.
Let it sit for 2 or
Yes.
3 days, and then strain that and use that on a rag to stain the butcher block.
Yeah, it's more or less rust. It's
Yeah.
oxidized. Yeah.
And what happens with the rust is that rust tans the tannins in the wood instead of dyeing it,
Yeah.
because the rust comes off. Like once you stain it,
Yep.
I say stain, but once you cover it with this
Tan
stuff, tan it
Yeah.
for probably 3 weeks, a month,
Mhm.
every time you oil it, that rust will come off.
Nice.
But it'll still stay like a nice, deep, dark color.
Yeah.
Like our countertops are dark, but our the cutting board I just did,
Yep.
I didn't do that. I wanted it to be different.
Yeah.
So I just oiled it. So the cutting board looks more like this table.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a deeper grain,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look like our countertop, even though they're the same wood. But
Nice.
yeah, and it's food safe.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
I love that.
They were like, watch out, going to Home Depot. If you do, make sure it says food safe on it, because 90% of the stuff that's meant to dye wood is dye and is not food safe. Yeah.
Hence, I stained
Yeah.
this thing. I've got to cover it in something that's
Yeah. For sure. Especially like with a charcuterie board, the stuff tends to just stay on it
Yes.
for a long time.
for long periods of time. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I did. I got the stain, stained it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna maybe sand it down another one time. I've got like 1,000 grit sandpaper that really
Mhm.
smooth it out.
Yep.
And I'm gonna coat it in this the epoxy. It's like a
Mhm.
2-part epoxy.
Right.
It's that bar countertop shit,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna coat it in that. I think I have to build a box for it though,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
so that it covers like and coats all the way around.
Yep.
Yeah.
My sister's ex built a bar top and did that same thing.
Yeah. I
It,
think
like,
I got. Yeah.
Basically built a box around
Mhm.
the bar top
Yep.
and poured the epoxy in there.
Yeah.
And it dries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
So I got to do that. But I bought handles for it and all. Like I was trying to be
That's what I'm missing. That's
short story long. Like I was trying to be creative with my wife, and I suck
No, dude.
because of how
that's
busy we
dope.
all are. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't get it done
In time.
before her birthday.
Yeah.
So
For sure. Dude, that's cool though. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That you did that. That you're doing that.
yeah,
I'll give you the flamethrower, man. That sucker.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
But that's what I'm missing, because this butcher block, dude, it's like 2 inches thick, 25, I think. So I basically I didn't want to go any standard size. I was just like, I want it as big as fucking possible.
Sure.
So I just cut off the crazy ends,
Mm-hmm.
squared it up, and it's pretty fucking large, and it's heavy as shit. And there's no way to fucking handle it because I don't have handles on it.
Of course.
And the thing is, I have a router, and I've thought about like using the router to kind of like the under routing out handles so you can grab it.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just not well versed with a router. Like I have it, I just don't know how to use it.
Neither
well.
am I. Listen.
And I don't want to fuck up that thing, because I'll end up with that thing that I got to send back to fucking Amazon because I can't cut meat long time on it. You know?
Listen, of course. Listen. So
Fuck.
I my first hand at a router. So I've always tried to do things myself.
Me too.
I've always tried to do that. I hate fucking mowing lawns, so I like paying for that.
Yeah, I do that.
But with my
It's
property,
Florida.
yeah, with my property, I can't. I
Like nobody mows lawns in Florida unless they're getting paid to mow lawns in Florida. Like I'm not mowing because I got to mow it.
but I can't afford $200 every week.
I'll pay you to mow it,
That shit's insane.
and that's incentive
Do you know
for
how much
you
that
to
is a
mow
month?
it. What's that?
$200 a week to mow my yard, dude.
What?
Yeah, it's 2.5 fucking acres on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like,
for a
"Fuck."
minute, I forget like the amount of fucking
Yeah,
fuckery.
they're like,
you got.
fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Pay me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not. So
No.
I have to do that on my own. But
Ugh.
as far as anything else,
Are you
goes,
doing that now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as anything else goes, like I've always tried to do that myself. Like I've always
Yeah.
tried to at least give it a shot. If I don't fucking know how to do it,
Right.
I got to find somebody that does.
For sure.
So my first shot at a router, I think I did pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm no fucking artist, but we didn't have a marker for our house that said, this is our address,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
So I took a piece of pallet wood that I had laying around, chopped it down to about yay big and put the numbers on it, stained it, painted it. It's hanging out on my,
No shit.
on my fence up front. Yeah.
With the router. Huh.
When you next time you come by, you just look out.
Yeah, I will.
It's pretty impressive considering that was first try.
Right.
I was like, that's not bad.
I would like to get good with a router.
Yeah.
Being an artist,
Of course.
I would like to do that.
You should try your hand at chainsawing though.
Oh, yeah.
What you talking about, dude?
For what?
Chainsaw art, bro.
No. Like ice sculptures and
Like
shit?
Frank. Do you know Frankie?
Yes.
Right there.
I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So you don't know him that well. All right.
No, I don't know
So-
him at all. I know who you're talking about.
We were homeboys back in the day.
Okay.
He's actually doing homestead shit now.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
for sure.
Hell yeah.
I thought that was pretty dope. I've been trying to find time to get him out to the property to help me out and kind of give me some ideas.
Yeah.
Just fucking don't have time.
Yeah.
Don't have time for shit.
Yep.
Turn around. But yeah, he does chainsaw art.
That's dope.
He does all kinds of art, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
So he's an artist.
for sure.
We're going to have to fucking meet. I like artists. Artists are dope.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
You know the restaurant on Kenilworth? I don't want to say the name because
Yeah.
I don't know how these people are. Yeah,
the really big one.
next to the hotel.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like right behind the hotel.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you know the mural on the back wall?
No,
You haven't been over
I
there.
don't think
Okay.
so.
So when you go by there, he did all that too.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit. Damn. Okay.
It's pretty good.
We don't get out much. Time.
Listen,
Good
dude. I don't know if they're gonna hear this, but buddy, a guy we know is in a band.
Oh yeah.
They're doing that thing.
Oh, dude, I know, and I feel like such a dick because
I
look,
do too but I got kids, man.
no, dude, listen, and
I can't run out of the house like that.
me
I
neither.
don't want to be a part of it, but
I do too, and holy fuck yeah, my guy's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking love him, but here's my thing. For one, for the past 2 weeks, my wife has been like, I don't know how to say it. Not complaining, but kind of like, we'll never go nowhere. We don't never go out.
of course.
We don't do this. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
like I always complain I don't have time.
Yeah.
She's always like, we don't never go nowhere. We
But
don't
then
never.
you're sitting
I
around and
don't-
she's wondering why you're not going somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you're like, I just want 5 fucking minutes.
yeah.
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 No, I get it.
Or I'm like, all right, we have the weekend off. What are we doing? Oh, I got to go do this. I got to go do that. I got to go do this. And I'm like, oh, well, there you go. Because I'm good.
Yeah.
I can do whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, will you help? No, I don't want to help do nothing. I've been fucking working all damn day or
your
working
shit.
all week. It's fucking Friday.
Yeah.
It's 95,000 degrees outside. It's a fucking heat warning. No, I don't want to go for a ride and do nothing.
So
Sorry.
my wife yells at me because I
But-
don't help her with the chickens.
And that's what I was saying. You said a guy we work with, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling them at work, man, why ain't you going? I'm like, dude, listen, let me tell you this. My wife, first, She's to go out and do something, motherfucker.
Mhm.
Not me. 2, second, she's also to go out and do something and watch motherfuckers play live music type shit. If
For
I
sure.
did that without her and was like, oh yeah, by the way,
When what's his band?
I'm about to go watch this band do. Yeah, she's gonna be like, oh yeah,
She will
Yeah.
slice you up.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm be sitting on the cutting board, bro. You know?
Brand new cutting board.
I'm telling you. So, and I don't think people really get that. Like, I just don't do that. And it's not that I couldn't. I could do that. My
So-
wife's cool as shit, bro.
What
But I
I've- what
wouldn't.
I've- what I've
I
learned
wouldn't do it.
What I've come to learn and understand is you and I don't rely on other, not so much other people, but other people and other means of completion of projects.
No.
We don't rely on anybody else other than ourselves.
Yeah, I'll figure out.
Right. I'll figure it out my damn self.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
if something comes to the table, like
The
you-
sad part about society today is that everybody's like, I'll just fuck call a plumber.
oh,
I'll just call the fucking electrician. I'll just call the
Dude.
carpenter. I'll just call them. You
But
end up
you-
spending $3,000-$4,000 on a fucking project that probably would have cost you $200
and not only
by
that,
not doing it your damn self.
you're fucking right. And then I was reading an article, dude. There's gonna come
What
a
if you
time.
don't know how to do it yourself when those motherfuckers ain't around no more? What are you going to do?
Dude, listen. I grew up.
Your shit
dilapidates,
fucking
falls apart. I've been an artist all my life.
Yeah.
And I never was interested in anything as far as like building and just, I don't know, you name it.
But you found the art in it, didn't you?
Now,
Yeah.
but when my dad was trying to tell me, hey, look, I can teach you how to do this,
These are important skills.
or you could pay for a motherfucker to do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely paying a motherfucker. I'm not going to be breaking tile and plumbing a fucking house. And then when you
Lies.
when you're grown up and you're like, how much money? How many dollars you say?
You want thousands? No.
I'll,
I'm not getting that.
I'm a YouTube it.
I'll do it myself. Like every
Damn,
man.
I shoulda-
Like every man. He
For
sees
real.
the bill. He's like, I'll
For
do
real.
it myself.
Yes.
That's how motherfuckers learn, but people don't do that no more.
No, you're right. And not only that, like dude, for one, it feels fucking good. Like half of the shit in my house I've done myself.
For sure.
But not only that, these kids these days, man, a lot of these kids ain't got it. And I was reading an article and it was a dude who was a Finnish carpenter. And he was talking about the lack of people. He's
Yeah.
like, it's going to be a dying art.
Mhm.
It's right on the cusp of like, you're nobody doing Finnish carpentry.
Well, no.
And
Yeah, I agree with you to a certain extent, but always understand that there is a necessity for trades.
but
That's
you have
why-
to have you
You have to have competency.
well, not
You have to-
competency. You have to have the what's like the drive to
Oh,
like if you're just a motherfucker who sits at home, lives
No.
with his mom, you're 36 years old, and you're like,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
YouTuber.
So what happens? So what happens is
I'm a
instead of
YouTuber, by the way.
hi. So what happens is instead of having 5 million fucking electricians and 10 million plumbers and 17 million fucking carpenters, you have 3 guys who can do the job, and guess what they charge?
3 times as much.
3 times.
Yeah. 10 times. Serious.
100 times as much.
Yeah.
And they're booked out for the next 6 years.
Yes.
Go fuck yourself.
Yep.
You better figure out how to do it yourself.
You better. Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I think to a certain extent there needs to be that degradation
For sure.
in the trades so that people understand that,
It's a necessity.
oh shit,
Yeah.
you know. Also, you find that I make jokes about it, that autistic part of you that goes, I really like putting wires together,
Yeah.
or wood makes me happy.
Oh, bro. I'll
You get what I'm saying?
talk my old lady to sleep about crown molding these days. It's fucking. So
I
this
like
miter saw
plumbing.
can do X, Y, Z, and
Yeah, you
she's
look
like,
the kid on the kid on that meme that's like, I like turtles.
yes,
You look like that guy going, I like wood.
yes, yes.
But that's what I'm saying, dude. You have to if these people disappear
Yeah.
and the trades start dwindling like they are,
Yeah.
because nobody wants to work, the prices go up. people start panicking and going, well, why the fuck is it so much? Well, because you don't want to do it.
Yeah. That's
So
right.
you pay me to do it.
Mhm.
Now I'm going to do it. And he goes, nah, I'll figure it out. And then fucking Al Bundy's third grandson figures out that he likes to plumb.
Right. Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And then he goes and finds an apprenticeship and starts doing it. You'll have that rebuilding of the trades.
Yeah.
And I think I say that there's a degradation now.
I think there is.
I think we're on the backside of that degradation.
Yeah.
And we're moving into my nephew.
Okay.
My nephew was wholeheartedly, I can't even remember what he was wanting to do before he decided to become a lineman.
Oh.
And then he dual enrolled while in high school and went through that course.
But see, a lot of people I know become linemen because of the money, not because of the love.
Why wouldn't you?
For sure. But there's a difference between being the guy who is a kid and dad teaches him finish carpentry, and then he's like, man, I'm good at this. I like this. There's
Oh no, there is a difference.
But
when you look at a self-employed finished contractor making $3, $4, $5 million a year based on his work,
yeah,
you gonna tell me you don't want to do that?
Right.
You damn liar.
No, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the money's always the aspect of it.
It's probably the
because at the end of the day, you still have to feed your family. You still have to feed yourself.
That's 90% of the reason why we do what we do.
Here's something I saw, and I don't know how many people know this guy, but G Prime 85.
Okay. Yeah.
George Alexopoulos.
Okay.
He's an artist, a legit, like, not saying you're not, a legit, like, cartoon artist.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
He Tim Pool has a bunch of his shit hanging up on the walls in the studio. He's been on that show a handful of times.
Yeah.
Well, he made a cartoon the other day, and it was block comic, and it was a guy complaining that there were no artists, and literally he drew himself and was like, I mean, you should pay me.
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, all of it's going away. Just this fine art. Nobody, and it was. I think it was a statue of the armless. Fuck if I can ever remember what that statue was. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
At the end of it, like, the guy's throwing money into the air, and Alex is just like,
it's Michelangelo's,
or George Alexopoulos is just like, I'm fucking standing right here.
Dude, I'm telling you. So when it comes to art, people just don't want to fucking pay.
Exactly.
That's the problem. And that's the problem with everything. Everybody's like, I'm poor. Hook me up. The homie discount.
Yeah.
Oh, if you do my logo, I'll do a couple reels on Instagram and it'll give you exposure. I'm 40 fucking years old. I don't need exposure. I need my light bill paid, bro.
The homie discount is you and me going to McDonald's and having a bite to eat.
Right.
Outside of that, if you're doing work, bro,
Right.
I'm paying you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do that shit. Like,
the
I cannot
homie
stand
discount is like, I'm going to let you have my torch. So you don't got to go fucking buy one.
I appreciate that. That's
Yeah.
the homie discount. I
Right.
love that. Yeah.
Right. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like, hey, build my brand.
Yeah.
Because even then, bro, I've got motherfuckers, and I'm telling you, I love branding. I love cartoons. I love drawing. I love art. I love that shit outside of what I do typically for a living, right? The more creative aspect of it.
Sure.
Building a brand and building a logo and stuff like that. I'll hit motherfuckers with a real cheap for the time it takes type of price. And people, it's amazing. People like want you to build them a whole ass commercial brand for $150 fucking dollars. And I'm like, no, you got to add like a zero, maybe like $1,100.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm spending a week doing this,
how many hours
I'm gonna
are you putting
need
in it?
exactly.
Exactly that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you have to pay. You have to pay for the trade. You have to pay for the art.
Yep.
Like, especially when you come across a guy who hand carves
Yeah.
wood,
Yeah.
bro,
Fuck
you're
yeah.
paying for that.
Yes.
You better fucking pay for that. You
Yup.
can't look for the homie discount. You can't look for
Nope.
the well, where's the guy you taught? I bet he's cheaper.
Right.
I bet he's not.
Right. No.
Because if he taught him,
yeah.
he's fucking just as good.
Yep.
So
These kids got to learn how to make some money.
Another 10 years, we're not even gonna be using money. We're gonna be trading fucking rabbit furs again. So
Or we're going to be scanning the wrist.
who's we? Motherfucker, you got a mouse in your pocket? It won't be me. That's that mark of the beast shit, homie. I ain't fucking playing that.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah. Not doing it. That being said, Jimmy, this has been a fun one.
Yep.
We'll
Looks
shut
like
it
it's
down here and
End of the day, huh?
end of the day.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching Mostly Peaceful.
Yo.
We'll see you next time.